So here's the thing. I heard a lot about emulation on the Steam Deck, and I decided to go and check it out for myself to see if it actually even worked or something I can actually do. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in. Now, it wasn't even a question of choice for me to download this game. This was the first Dragon Ball, I believe, US release that we had for the PS2. This game brings back so many memories. I put so many hours into this game, just battling over and over again, going through the tournament mode over and over again, customizing my players and things of that sort. Just the main menu and the whole feel about it, the original soundtrack, just the nostalgia all over this game. So of course I had to download it and I had to try to see what it was about. Even the menus, man, just bring back so many memories, man. Just the creative designs and everything they really put into these games, man. So I picked Goku and I went ahead and to the tournament with Tien. I had a blast doing it. Tien really wasn't much of a challenge, but I did have it on average. But the controls and everything worked perfect. They worked perfectly. I never had an issue with loading times or lag or something not working or functioning. You just basically download the game once you got all and everything needed for the emulation, and the game just works. It was actually one that I wanted to play a little bit longer, but I had other games that I had to try out for this video, so I had to cut it short after a couple more ring outs, which were pretty quick and easy, because as I said, it was on average, so it wasn't a real challenge. But I do have to add this: even though the game is like super old, man, I still had fun playing in this tournament mode. Like on hard or the most challenging difficulty, I know this game really gives you a good run for your money. And it was a basic combat system, right? Like you couldn't do any Kamehamehas without executing combos first, but it was just something that just worked, man. And when it's all you really have of something that you really enjoy, such as Dragon Ball, then you just make it work. And this is what this game did for me. This is what this game gave me. So hopefully sometime in the near future, I can play this game again, go through the story mode, and, you know, regain that experience that I once had before. So this one is definitely a solid play when it comes down to emulation. So next up is Tenkaichi 3. Now this is the #1 download emulated game from many sites, and you can understand why. With Sparking Zero coming out, many people are basically just preparing and getting ready for this release later on this year. So this game is important to a lot of people. This probably has more nostalgia and more hours put into than even the original Budokai on PS2. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this game and see just how well it works with emulation. Now, I really gotta say, man, that this roster that they have for Tenkaichi 3, or just the Tenkaichi series in general, man, is utterly amazing. It really blows my mind to see just how many characters they put into this game. It's just like a lot of love. It's like this was their baby, man, and they gave it everything that they had to offer. And the fans' response to this game definitely shows that. Like, I don't think you're hearing me. Each character has their own transformations, their own combos, their own skill set. Each character is unique to their own selves. This is why I understand, or this is how I understand why Sparking Zero is just so important to so many people. Because they're about to get this experience back, but in a more heightened sense with the graphics and gameplay and speed and things like that we didn't have back then, now being put into the game. Amazing. Now, even though I selected random, I was still shocked they really gave me Yajirobe against Grade 8 Baby. Like, that was a little surprising. Kind of disappointing, but Yajirobe did his thing, man. I actually had a good time playing with him. But just as you look at Yajirobe, man, you see the uniqueness, right? Like, he doesn't fly, so if he's in the sky for too long, he floats down, he's running, right? Like an extra speed. That's how he kind of gets it going. Just a lot put into it, man. Attention to detail, right? But the gameplay is smooth, man. I have no issues. There's no stutter in the controls. It's doing everything that I'm doing upon command. It just works, man. Emulation on the Steam Deck is really impressive, and I'm glad I took the time out to really get it to work, to see if this is something that was possible for me as a gamer to add to the experience that I've already had, and to even bring back some of the experiences that I thought were lost and gone forever, right? Because things are different now. Now, switching things over to Trunks and Gohan, I wasn't going around them and allowing them to do this disadvantage like they did me with Yajirobe, so I'm picking my own characters. And I actually had a blast, man. It's always been a good, solid fighting system, and just to be able to do this on a portable device to still get like the same experience, man, I have to say it is very impressive, right? I just love having the freedom and the choice to be able to do this, and this is something that the Steam Deck provides. Now, just for kicks and giggles and to try out other emulators that I downloaded Dragon Ball Z Hyper Dimension for the Super NES. Now, I found out about this game years after it came out. Didn't even know they made one for the Super Nintendo, but wanted to try it out, man. This is another one that was pretty solid, man. It just, like I said, it just works, man. The emulation on here is really good. Now, there are some tweaking that you have to do with certain games and for certain systems and things of that sort, but it doesn't mean that they don't play. It just means you got to go and make some adjustments. But for the most part, man, the games that I've downloaded, I just put them in and I just play. I don't have to mess with them in any kind of way, and it just works. That's something I really enjoy about the simple process of being able to emulate games on the Steam Deck. So yeah, that's the review. If you got any comments, man, please drop them down below. And as always, hit that like and subscribe button. And with that being said, I'm out.